Now we're gonna dive a little bit into audio and talk about audio sweetening. You know, as editors, yeah, sure, we are focusing on picture a lot, but you know, there's the whole audio and sound aspect of this. And even though there will be a sound team that works on, say, creating sound effects and creating a soundscape, we as editors have to create some sort of reference for the sound team and also see how it helps our storytelling process, right? So we have to create our own sound effects, our own sound design, and part of that is audio sweetening. What is that? Well, we are sweetening, say, the sounds that are already there, say, recorded by production, right? We're looking for a way to enhance those sounds. How can we really punch it up, right, with what we have? Say, take an existing sound that was recorded on set, maybe, and then looking at a way that we can enhance that, right? So let's take a look at this opening kind of montage from the film Overtime. I'm just going to play it back and show you what it looks like and sounds like with just production sound. There you go. All those sounds were recorded by production on set, and they're fine. But I mean, we really want to punch this up, right? We are kind of editing here a kind of horror comedy, and so you know we want to really enhance those sounds, kind of spice them up a bit. I'm gonna now go through and see what I added to kind of punch up certain sounds. Of course, this is gonna need some music. It is an opening of the film, this opening montage. We're gonna add that as well. But look, here's the cool thing about sound design and the sound effects in general, audio sweetening, is that it's not to think so literal about sound. Just because we're seeing images of someone writing on a piece of paper, well, if you want to feel that texture of the paper, you don't necessarily have to look in our library for pen sounds, or writing sounds on a paper. So think about what sounds crunchy, right? What adds texture. Maybe think of some leaves, stepping on some leaves, leaves crunching. But in this case, I use some zombies eating flesh sounds, right? So it really is. I mean, the file is called zombies eating flesh, and you kind of feel these kind of squishy sounds, kind of crunchy sounds. Then combine those with the pen going across the paper. We feel that just the crunchiness, right? Again, texture is what I'm going for here. Fullness, round it out. This is also a way to, we can call this layering. We're layering sound effects. It's a good way to add just fullness to sound. We can also explore adding some audio effects to these sound effects. So in that case here, you heard kind of this kind of reverby sound, add some space to this. And all we do is go here over to our audio effects, maybe look at adding some studio reverb. Throw that into our sound effect here. Click on it, open that up. Go to our effects controls. You can see I've added studio reverb. If I go to custom setup and here and hit edit, we have a bunch of cool presets already, right? So we can kind of go through and see what we like. I'm gonna select this Great Hall. Again, it just adds just kind of, space, ambiance, right? And being that this is a montage where it's introducing our film, I mean, we can get a little creative here, right? And try things, obviously, to create this soundscape, right? And enhance what we already have. We added just a whoosh, right? Something to, again, add more fullness to the sound, to the paper, him flipping through pages. Adds more of a kind of bassiness, kind of fullness to that sound, and enhances that fact that he's flipping through pages. Take another look here at this section as well, where we cut to a shot of Ralph here. Knowing that he turns into a werewolf. I mean, he's trying to feel it, right? This is the beginning of it, of our journey, or his journey to becoming a werewolf. And so he's working hard. Obviously, this montage shows that he's trying to get through the day, finishing out the day. Head's hurting. And so maybe add some texture here with some drone sounds, right? Just kind of get into his head a little bit, add some texture there. Added this ticking clock, it was a wristwatch. We did not capture that on set. Add again some more ambiance here with some drone sounds and some wind. Ralph is trying to finish out the day. This is the beginning of him starting to turn into a werewolf. He's worried about getting home, has to finish his tasks and get out because the moon will rise today, and so he definitely is feeling stressed out. I went ahead here and just got some wolf growls. It's not directly, it's say maybe a wolf howling, but it's a growl. It's a kind of setting the scene for what's to come, right? But it just simply adds texture, even though you don't really notice that it is a wolf growling. So you're already starting kind of connecting things, right? It almost thinks that it's just him, exhaling, right? But it really is, a wolf growling. In this case here with the paper shredder, we do have that sound, but I decided to say, well, what else? How else can we layer it, right? To add some more texture. So added some bone crunching sounds there, right? Which is also ties to our werewolf here. Eventually, what we see, what he does at the end. We play that together with the actual sounds of the paper shredder. Just adds a little bit more crunch and depth to that sound. So now let's just play it back and we're gonna add our score and see how it feels. Again, audio sweetening, which is part of the sound design process, very important because we could really take our sound design, our sound effects to the next level, really enhance them and just add more, like I said, depth, more texture with audio sweetening.